wherever you're watching us from, it's the KCCA FC TV show season 5 episode 37. And tonight we unveil two of the latest additions that have joined KCCA Football Club. We get to know all these players, where they're coming from, their names, their former clubs, and everything that you need to know about these players. Leaving that alone, our players completed the KCCA coaching course that was held at the MTN Omondi Stadium. We have all the pictures and the interviews from the players about the experience that is when it comes down to doing that course, the KCCA. Not only that, there's still so much to talk about, especially with everything to do with the FUFA Juniors League. Like I told you, it's the KCCA FC TV show season 5, episode 37. My name is Magero Moses Mwanje. You and us, because it's a big panel tonight, are definitely walking this journey together. Right, welcome once again to the KCCA FC TV show, the finest and the freshest football club TV in the land. It's a plethora on the show tonight. I even don't know where to start off from, but, well, there's a rundown, so we'll definitely have to follow that. Now, yesterday, KCCA FC had two players awarded. That is when it comes down to everything to do with the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. Now, Muhammad Shaban and Joel Serunjoji made the best 11 of the Pilsner StarTimes Uganda Premier League Awards. These were held at the Sheraton Hotel in Kampala. And also Shaban Muhammad taking home the top scorer's gong. That is after he scored 17 goals when it comes down to football last season in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. There is Shaban Muhammad holding his two gongs. One is for making the best 11, and then the other gong is for the top scorer award because he scored 17 goals. Those are some of the pictures, and those are the two ambassadors when it comes down to KCCA Football Club, and that was yesterday at the Sheraton Hotel that is in Kampala, and very smartly dressed. That is Shaban Muhammad. Congratulations to the pair, that is Shaban and Joel Serunjoji. But what a beautiful story for that gentleman. Joel Serunjoji, first season in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League, and he makes the best 11. I'm joined by Patrick Ocheng, and we will jump straight into that. Patrick, welcome on the show this week.
Thank you.
I like the suit. Is it because we are unveiling players? I mean, the two...
I'm always smart.
Too formal for the weekend.
I'm sure by now the viewers are getting used to you telling me I'm always smart, and I guess I am Mr. Smart.
Okay, Mr. Smart, Kali Smart.
You've not seen me talking.
All right, welcome, Patrick. How was the week? First of all, before we jump straight into that beautiful topic that we want to talk about, the StarTimes Pilsner Uganda Premier League Awards, what has the week been like for you?
It has been a lovely week. Of course, the KCCA having the players. By the congratulations. Yeah. I know that is a topic.
We'll get to that place. But thank you very much.
I think I should change when I'm addressing you and say Coach Moses Magero.
Coach, Pierre, all those are the titles.
But it has been a lovely week, seeing, of course, KCCA double or duo of Muhammad Shaban and Joel Serunjoji being included into the best 11 of the 2023-2024 season. For Muhammad Shaban's top scorer award, Golden Boot, that was normal, and it was already known when the season came to an end, because when the season ends and you're top scorer, it's automatic that you've won the Golden Boot, but they being in the best 11 is something that we got to know about. And Joel, of course, being there shows the hard work that he has put in, being his first competitive season in a competitive league, coming up to dominate the midfield and also be part of the best 11 is something awesome.
Yeah, something very, very awesome. That player in Joel Serunjoji, and making the best 11. I hope the producer can show us what the entire 11 looked like. I'm sure he will get those pictures. But he made the best 11, and also Shaban Muhammad making the best 11 when it comes down to football. That is the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. The league has hundreds and hundreds of players. But for you to be chosen to be among the best 11, but for Joel, his first season, that's a very, very beautiful story. We'll have the player here very, very soon, and he will be able to tell us that story, what it exactly means for him. Now, away from everything with the Pilsner StarTimes Uganda Premier League Awards, we definitely have a poll question this week. And we already put this up on our social media pages because KCCAFC is in the market. And we want to hear from you that what do you make of KCCAFC's transfer business so far. Use that hashtag KCCAFC TV and we'll definitely be able to read all your reactions when it comes down to the KCCAFC TV show. So head down to Facebook and X and be able to comment what do you have to make of KCCAFC's transfer business so far. Use that hashtag KCCAFC TV and we'll be able to read all your reactions here on the KCCAFC TV show. Still about everything happening at the football club, that is KCCA Football Club. And now this week, our players completed a 2 weeks CAF D coaching course. Now, when the season 2023-2024 ended, the head coach of KCCA Football Club, and that is the technical team, together with the technical members of the board, sat down and came up with ideas on how to, enhance and help players to, better their understanding of the game, both on and off the pitch. And in came that thought that maybe these players, together with some staff that, pick interest in getting to know how the game should be, prepared and coached and, managed, and also players for themselves to manage themselves better. The introduction of the CAF D course was introduced for the players of KCCA Football Club. Now the course started the other week on Monday, and it took course for 2 weeks, and all the players of KCCA Football Club, those that are available, of course, had to take part in this course, and the staff members that felt it fitting to take part in this course. Those are some of the pictures as the players got awarded at the MTN Omondi Stadium. That is the media office of KCCA Football Club, Robert Mulamule, who also, by the way, took part in that training. As you will be seeing some of those pictures, I want Patrick to jump in here, and we'll be hearing later on from some of the interviews in there. Obviously,
that is what I was waiting for.
Yours truly, the producer's just done some fantastic work there. Yours truly also took part in the, yes, that should be $1 million picture. You've
taken over the show. I think I should just walk out of the studio.
So that is very fantastic. Shaban Mohammed in there also picking his certificate. CAF D, these are certified coaches now, but at the level of CAF D. So next will be the CAF C, then CAF B, then CAF A, then CAF A Pro license, hopefully. And this is just basically simply to help players prepare for life after football. Not only players, even staff. Because we all know that the game of football is quite very short, about 15 years if you're very lucky, and some even 10. If you pick up a very nasty injury, it could actually be less than that. So if you've started on your coaching badges early enough, kudos to KCCFC. And also obviously we had in there the ex-Uganda Cranes captain, Dennis Onyango, taking part in this course. And I want Patrick to jump in here, the first of its kind. I've never had any of the clubs doing this. Especially here on the continent in Africa, where active players start on their coaching badges as they are still playing football. CAF D course for KCCA Football Club.
It is something that is outstanding, I will have to admit. Looking at, we have had issues where we have coaches being at teams but lacking papers. We have seen that with, I think I should try to name down so that people can know the issues that we have. We saw there is a time when URA was in the CAF, I think the other season, and the coach did not have papers and he couldn't be on the bench. I think even KCCA sometime. So we have issues where we may have coaches being on the technical bench or being coaches but do not have the qualifications. So coming out to have these players, actually it's preparing them for life after football. Now you have a chance to upgrade to CAF C, which I think KCCA would do, because if it has started this and it has not happened, I've actually not seen any club in Africa do this for its players. Now if you have a KCCA Football Club coming out to do this, and it's not just about having the certificate. I happened to be in some of the classes which the players were having, and the way they now see the game is totally different from the way a player can see. One of the take-homes that I picked is the different principles of the game. And then the first one was the principle of defending. And the first principle of defending is delay. We watch games and we see defenders. In Uganda, we call it okwesenda. We see defenders go back behind when they are bringing the ball at them, and we are so quick to say, why is he going back behind? Why can't he actually go and attack the player? And yet, when you sit back in class, they teach you that that's a way, that's the first principle of defending. You have to delay as your fellow players come and cover you up. So I'm very sure that the way our players look at the game right now is totally different from the way they were looking at it 2 weeks before this certificate came in.
2 weeks before this certificate came in, that is Patrick's opinion, and very fantastic pictures like you can see there. Philbert Obinchan, Rogers, Atube. Remember, these players should be in their, their off-season break. But, they were called back to, take part in this very, very important course because the technical team and the entire football club that is KCCAFC found it befitting that, if they are to add on the knowledge they have about the game and also get to know why coaches make certain decisions on the pitch and also how they can best manage themselves as players, but also with that mindset of a coach, then hopefully they can, get better and better. So kudos to KCCAFC management, the technical team, obviously the board technical, the entire board, and the players themselves for accepting this first of all and taking part in this. So hopefully from CAF D, they can take on CAF C courses, then CAF B, maybe who knows, by the time you're retiring from the game, you have a CAF B, and maybe you have to study CAF A just after completing your career in football. And maybe. Are
you going to take on CAF C?
Yeah, I definitely have to. I've got to take on CAF C, I've got to take on CAF B.
I think
CAF A.
The coach of the KCCFC staff team is now shaking.
He has no papers.
Mr. Michael Chirunga, we have
He doesn't have papers. I do have papers.
I think our next game you should be on the touchline. Yeah. The problem is you're a coach player. You will be undecided if you're to start the game or you should coach.
Even the players of KCCFC were that this does not make them coaches of the club now. But now it will enhance the understanding of the game and get better. The same
so does it enhance your game plan?
Absolutely.
Because
100%.
when we are playing the games,
yeah.
I see you're always confused. I hope right now your game, the way you see the game is totally different and we shall see more goals. Because you're a striker.
Wow, Patrick is trying.
But you're always net 0 goals.
Away from Patrick, we caught up with the head of the technical committee, that is when it comes down to the board of KCCA Football Club, His Worship, Paul Mugambe, who was present at the awarding ceremony and also made sure these players received their certificates, and also the chairman of the Uganda Coaches Association, Mr. Livingstone Chambade. Here's what the duo had to say about the CAFD course.
Our head coach Abdallah Mouiro, and we really embraced it and we supported it. It is one of its kind, and I must say it is the first in this country. That the football team thinks about its players and thinks about their future. Thinks about the players, not to love them only when they are still active here on the pitch, but even after. What happens? You are our stars. You've displayed the soccer. You've played it very well on the pitch. And after that, does the story end there? Is it supposed to end there? Now, this is a great step as far as our future is concerned. Today it's a hassle, really. I'm telling you the truth, as the chairman technical, to get a coach. It's a real hassle to get one that will give you the results that you want. But maybe it's because others started the coaching course late. Others even did, get this opportunity. So, you are on the right track, and this is very good for you. My advice to you is that don't stop here.
Well, I think the players were good because they were focused and they concentrated. I came and I shared on topics. First of all, I shared on intelligence of a player. Then I shared on decision-making of a player and the player independence when he's playing. I think this is good especially being the first for, I've not seen it many times in clubs, but for KCC players, I think it will help them a lot. The current player needs to be intelligent, because now the game has a lot short. Everybody is looking for space and time. So the intelligent players only can manage that game, and also they need to make it in the shortest time, because decision making in the field is up to you, the player. So they need to be independent, not to look outside for support, for control by the coach. No, they should play their game as players. Once they have that, enjoy. And the KCC game will come back, because KCC game, people want creative football. And creative football can only be played by people who are independent, who are decision makers, who are intelligent. And if that goes on, I think KCC will have a very good team.
All right, that is Livingstone Chambade, and he's the chairman of the Uganda Coaches Association, and he was part of the tutors that made sure this program runs smoothly throughout the entire 2 weeks. Obviously, we started off with the CAF instructor, Mujib Kasule, former player of KCCA Football Club, now a CAF instructor. And in came Livingstone Chambade. We had Mr. Jackson Nyima in there, the Human Capacity Development Manager at FUFA. And we also had, we had different tutors in there. I've told you Chambade, Livingstone, I've told you Nyima Jackson, I've told you of Mujib Kasule, a CAF instructor. So it was a really, really beautiful course. I took part in this one. And
well, I think the players were good because they were focused and they concentrated.
Very beautiful, especially for the players of KCCA Football Club taking part in this course. Now, away from that, we talk the FUFA Juniors League, and KCCAFC is on a flyer, because when it comes down to this league, the football club just seems unstoppable. The KCCAFC Soccer Academy took part in a game on Saturday that was at the Bombo Military Barracks against UPDF Football Club junior team. That game ending 2-1 in favor of KCCAFC, and first half goal from a player in Ian Gatbell, who is the current top scorer for KCCA Football Club in the FUFA Juniors League, and also the current top scorer of the FUFA Juniors League with 7 goals. For that gentleman there, Ian Gatbell, you'll be able to see some of those goals that he scored on the. He scored a first half goal and also scored a goal in the second half before the hosts, UPDF, could pull one back through Abasi Lutu, a player that found the back of the net and getting a consolation or to half the deficit for UPDF Football Club. The game ending 2-1 in favor of KCCAFC Soccer Academy, and that meant they couldn't get the bonus point, because that win wasn't with a margin of 2 goals. The margin was of 1 goal, that is 2-1. So the difference is 1. In the FUFA Juniors League, if you win by a margin of 2 plus, you're able to get 2 goals. You're able to get 4 points in that one. So they were able to pick 3 points and 2 goals from that one. Patrick, the FUFA Juniors League keeps getting heated and heated up. KCCAFC seems unstoppable. That is the Soccer Academy, getting that very, very crucial and precious win against UPDF Football Club away in Bombo. What do you have to make of the youngsters?
I think the youngsters are doing what KCCA Football Club academies have been doing. They know really how to play the game. Besides just scoring goals, they actually, I think that is the goal that was beautifully crafted. You can see that through pass.
From Ismail Fahad.
Yes, a wonderful, beautiful goal.
He assisted both goals, Ismail Fahad.
Yes, assisting both goals, and then the gentleman scoring both goals. So it really shows you that what KCCA is about. However, I think my only issue I have is they do not seem to cross the finishing line, because KCCA Football Club has been involved in 3 finals. It lost the first final against Viper Sports Club. That was, I think, in Kawempe, the Kawempe Muslim pitch.
Yes, ground.
Yes, it lost that in penalties. Then it lost another final against Sowana in Kachindu. I remember it was also when the captain then was Jurua missed a penalty.
Jurua Francis.
Yes, the game went into penalties, and KCCA also lost another final. Then the most recent one is also against Bull. I think it was 3-0. Yeah. So it shows you that KCCA reaches the finals, but it is shocking that KCCA does not have a title in the FUFA Juniors League. And for a club of KCCA's stature, I really expect them to have, the players come, it's a feeder to the senior team, of course. If you're to list a number of players that have come from the junior team or the KCCAFC Academy to the senior team, there is a list of them. Now, can we now see KCCA? I don't know if being a feeder is the priority than the trophy. I think I would like, or everyone would like to see the Soccer Academy now adding a trophy to whatever good things it does to the club, because without the academy, KCCA is one team that uses its academy players more than any other team. I would like to see a trophy.
Patrick, I was going to come in there. I think the biggest objective for the Juniors League, yes, I mean, winning has definitely got to be there, but I'm thinking the biggest objective should be to, groom talent, to develop talent, to promote these players. Either they play for the KCCAFC senior team or other football clubs. And I'm thinking there is no other football club in this country that has promoted or developed players as much as KCCAFC has. If you to look around the league, a very big majority of players have been through the KCCAFC Soccer Academy, compared to, maybe other players that have been through other clubs and, who get lost.
I think that is true. And it's what I was trying to say. Fine, the objective is met, but don't you think it's a competition?
Yeah, winning, definitely.
Yeah, being a competition, and KCCA not being able to win it at all is something that doesn't sit well, and I think we should win something because we actually score the most goals, I think, in every season that we play. So let's get a trophy maybe in there.
All right, hopefully the junior team can be able to get that trophy, but we caught up with the captain of KCCAFC Soccer Academy, that is Stephen Oiroth, and also the head coach of the junior team, Saka Mpima, a former player of the football club and now a coach of the KCCAFC Soccer Academy. And this is what they had to say about that game against UPDF in Bombo.
Kino kiwa essuubi olw'ensonga abavubuka bano aweva match nti twagala basambe bulungi naye tubazimbamu ne mentality ey'okuwininga, because whenever they don't have that mentality tuyinza okubatuusa we twagala obatuusa nga tebayinaamu ndowooza yakuwangulanga buli kaseera. Naye era ttiimu ekyaliidinze tebo n'obubonero 26, kye tutunuulidde si kumanya bannaffe bwe bakoze, naye ffe performance ebadde etya olunaku. Kituyamba era kitumotivatinga because Mbalala yatukuba goal 1-0 ewaayo, ate ng'ekikulu ekiri mu liigi eno nti aggregates zikutwala ku third round ng'olina advantage, because kati nga bwe tukubye UPDF 2-1 ate nga n'ewaka twagiwangula 2-1, third round kitegeeza nti bagenda kujja waffe Lugogo. So omupiira oguddako ogwambala tugwetaaga nnyo okuva etwali nti twaluzinga 1-0, ate si twetaaga 2-0 okulaba nti n'Embalala third round tugikyaza ewaka. Ebikyabulamu bingi, naye okuva nti baana bato tuzimba bazimbe, nkimanyi mu budde gye bugenda okutuukira mu maaso tugenda kuba tumaze okufuna ekituufu, era tugenda kujjamu abasambi abalungi abagenda okubiifinga ttiimu ya KCCA enkulu.
Well, the game wasn't so that bad because we managed the game to make it easy in the first time. Like we won it 1-0. It helped us to come back in the second half without pressure. So that's why we managed to control the game as well. Yeah. Accordingly, as right now we are seeing ourselves in a good position. Like we are always trying at least to push. However, like whenever we go away, we manage to win those games. It helps us to stay focused, because whenever we lose, it makes us a step back. So, because we have a sound third round, so whenever we go to away games, we manage to push our best to make ourselves on top, because in front there is going to be a simplicity of us to be winning those games as well in the third round at home. Actually, the truth is I feel well because Amore is there to advise my players, and I got a good opportunity that whenever I talk to them, they are always attentive whenever I'm telling them what to do. So as me as a captain, I gain energy, like to be a supportive leader. It helps us to win always.
Well, very eloquent captain in there, Stephen Oiroth, the captain of the KCCAFC Soccer Academy, and kudos obviously to the KCCAFC Comms Department, introducing these youngsters to, these things early, them talking to, the media, and also being able to address post-match press conferences early enough, so that when they get to the senior team, hopefully if they are promoted, or even other clubs around the country or outside of this country, they're able to represent the football club quite well. Now, that is all in terms of the FUFA Juniors League. A reminder that we put up a poll question earlier on, and we'll be reading obviously those those answers later on in the second segment. But just maybe for you to get to know what the poll question looks like if you have not commented, we asked that what do you make of KCCFC's transfer business so far? That is the question, and use that hashtag KCCFC TV, and just head down to Facebook and X and comment. We'll be able to read all your responses, all your comments when we get back from the break. Now, I told you that we'll be unveiling 2 players. Hopefully, if time allows, we could have the third in there. But 2 of our players, that is confirmed later on in the second segment. And I don't know if, do we have some of those pictures as these guys walked in here? That is at the Next Media Park for this one, because they're already here in studio with us. We have them live. That is going to be for the second segment, but there they are. Those are some of the pictures as they did walk in, and if you're if you're keen enough, you might be able to tell who those players are, but we'll be able to talk to them in the second segment. Those are some of the pictures as these players walked into the Next Media Park. That is this evening. Tonight we have them on the KCCAFC TV show, and they'll definitely be breaking down what they feel like joining KCCAFC, the latest 2 additions when it comes down to KCCA Football Club. Those are the pictures. We have the 2 gentlemen on the show tonight. Wow, they are walking with the swagger. Patrick, have you seen that?
I mean, I cannot believe.
You cannot believe? I can't believe, because...
But that is only at KCCA FC TV, so I can't wait to have them.
Their way to the studios, smartly clad in the 2023-2024 kit. That is the away kit. And the other player is in the home kit. That is the yellow kit. And we'll be getting to know who these players are. And the video there tells us that they're here with us. We'll be talking to these players, and so much still to talk about when it comes down to KCCFC's transfer business. But all this after the break. Oh, wow, those are the 2 latest additions when it comes down to football at KCCA Football Club. The gentlemen are with me in studio, and we'll be getting to know who these gentlemen are. But ladies and gentlemen, it's at this very moment where we have that big, the big reveal over the new additions at KCFC. So we can have that wide shot, and you can be able to see who these gentlemen are. So there you are.
Reveal.
No,
because people may.
We're not revealing you. We're not revealing. These are the latest additions. On my immediate right, Sharif Sengendo joining KCCA Football Club from Gaddafi FC. And on his immediate right is Issa Mubiru joining KCCA Football Club, a left back, from Vipers Sports Club. Those are the latest additions that are confirmed here on the KCCAFC TV show to be joining KCCA Football Club henceforth. We're going to be having a very brilliant interview with these 2. But just to give you some factoid about the pair, Sharif Sengendo is a midfielder, born 11th November 2005. And he's a footballer that has played previously for Katda Football Club. That is the gentleman right there. And also Gaddafi Football Club, where KCCFC recently signed him. He has signed a contract of 3 years, and he's definitely a midfielder, can play as a defensive midfielder, as an attacking midfielder. Can play very many other positions, but those are the major positions that he plays. So he's a very versatile player. Very important addition when it comes down to football at KCCA Football Club. So that is the gentleman there. We don't know his shirt number yet. So we'll be getting to know later on, probably as the players return for the preseason in July. But the latest addition, Sharif Sengendo. The other player, Issa Mubiru, and I hope I can have, yes, those are the pictures. Issa Mubiru is a left back and born 10th October 1996, and former clubs he's played previously for Toro United, Sowana FC, UPDF FC, and recently Vipers Sports Club, where he's been for 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, for 2 years. He signed a contract for 2 years at KCCA Football Club, and that is the latest duo to join the KCCA Football Club. And I will straight away have a conversation, obviously, joined with Patrick, with these gentlemen, Sharif, the Issa. Tusanyuse nnyo first of all okubalaba nti mwegase ku KCCA Football Club. Njatandika ne Sharif Anyinani, owulira otya gwe ng'omusambi okuba nga weegase ku KCCAFC okuva gy'ovudde era nga abantu baagala okumanya Sharif yange baweemu kapuyamba ng'otunudde mu kamera eyo.
Teri atasobola awulira ssanyu nga joyinize kilabu y'amaanyi. Yes. Era njagala okutegeeza nti ndi musanyufu nnyo. Essanyu sirifunye kati nalifuna nga bampise nga bangambye ekibuga kyenenga ku KCCA. Kiba kirooto kuba nange ekirooto kyange kuba bbanga ddene nga neegomba okubira kilabu. So essanyu nange sinza dibalaga kati wabula livudde okuva nga bampise. Lirudde nga lindimu.
Essanyu ndiraba ku face.
Essanyu lyo limbaako buli kaseera.
Ly'amaanyi.
Kyenyera okugamba.
Wow. Very happy for you. Then Issa, definitely straight mu camera. Okusookera ddala owulira otya okuba nga weegase ku KCCAFC, osayiniza emyaka 2, ki ekyakuwaliriza okwegatta ku KCCAFC, then tujja kubeera ne Patrick nammwe ababuuze ku bibuuzo.
Nze mpulira bulungi nnyo okuba nga negase ku eno ttiimu era mpulira ndi mumativu nnyo nekiki kyendiko essaawa zino ne wawendi, era nali neegomba dda okuba nga nkolerako eno ttiimu naye nafunye omukisa ogugikolera kati mpulira ndi musanyufu era nazze nga nze kuwaayo kinene nnyo okulaba nga ngisanyusa naye nsanyuse.
Patrick, bawulidde agambye basanyufu bayigombadde okwegatta ku club baagala okuwaayo 10 kinnaakyo.
Pozi nze kyenjagala obbabuuza bonna ababiri, okusookera ndoza kibuuzo kigenda kuba kimu, bombi bakiddemu kuba kinsanyusamukko nti si mu Uganda bwokka naye n'ebweru buli muzannyi interview ye esooka agamba kyali kirooto okweyunga kweno kilabu. Lwaki kiri bwe kityo? Lwaki buli muzannyi agamba kyali kirooto okweyunga kweno kilabu? Kitegeke mu interview nti bwe kirina okuba oba
Sharif yagisooka.
Kati nze okwawukanako n'abalala ensonga lwaki ngenda kugamba nti kyali kirooto kuba erugogaawo mbaddewo okwo omwaka ogutali gumu giyinza okuba giringa 2 kwesa mbaddewo era KCC mbadde njiraba nga nkyalina mukatira nga nkyali mu region kati nga nange mbeerawo neŋŋamba olunaku lukya lutya olunaku ne lukya lumu nga nange ndi mu KCC ttiimu eri mu Super League, ttiimu y'amaanyi kumpi mu Africa ze zittiimu ezisinga okubeera ez'amaanyi. So lwaki ngamba nti kyali kirooto nti nange mbadde ngaawo nga neegomba nga mpulira neegomba lukya lutya olunaku nga nange ndi muki ndi mu KCC. Kuba tubadde ngeri mu region nga otunulira Super League n'ogamba lunaku lukya lumu nange nembeera nga ne mujozi gwa KCC nenyingira ekisaawe. So ensonga lwaki kyali kirooto nti ekintu obeeraawo nga wakyagala dda naye ate Katonda n'agenda n'akuyamba n'okituukako. Yensonga lwaki ebiseera ebisinga tugamba nti kyali kirooto.
Kati Issa ozanyiddeko Vipers club nnene nga KCCA wadde KCCA gisingako obunene mu buli kimu, naawe kyali kirooto?
Era sinange siyinza kuwaawukana nnyo kuba kyali kirooto kuba buli muzannyi gyali yenna yeegomba okuzannyirako KCCA kubanga ttiimu ya byafaayo, ttiimu ekoze ebintu bingi mu mupiira gwa Uganda era bw'oba otandika okwogera ku ttiimu ennene gy'olina osooka waggulu era buli muntu yenna akola ki kugisambirako kitegeera kati nange mbeera musanyufu okuba nga nfunye omukisa ogwo okukola ki ogusambirako ttiimu ng'ennene ey'ebyafaayo kitegeera nange nengikolera nengigattako wabula sigitoolako kitegeera.
Okay, nja kuda ku Sharif wano. Sharif, tulabeko ebiseera ebisinga ogambye mwena mugambye kibadde kiro tulabeko abasambi abasinga kasita batuukiriza ebirooto byabwe abamu nga basula ennanga abantu basuubire ki ekimu oba mwagala kweyongerako oba kuva ku KCCFC okusambira KCCFC to make it to the national team oba sinakindi gye bulijjo eyo mu maaso ogenda pro tukirabyeko Sewage Joel season emu avudde mu masaza azze kati ali ku national team ate yabadde ne ku team of the season bwe biru bya biri ki kati nga weegase ku club oba ekirooto kituukiridde.
Ebiseera ebisinga ekirooto tekiba kimu kyova olabanga leero osobola oloota ekirooto kimu nenkera noloota ekirala so ebirooto bibeera bingi naye kwegamba Katonda akuyamba n'otuukirizaako ebimu oyinza obutatuukiriza birala naye ebimu Katonda akuyamba n'obituukiriza nti ekirooto okutuuka ku KCCA oba okubeera omusambi wa KCCA si kye kirooto kyokka kyennyini naye kyemmanyi nti KCCA yegenda okutandika okuleeta ebirooto byange bye mbadde nina kuba obeera n'ekirooto ng'olina ekirooto ekisambira ku KCCA kitegeeza olina n'ebirooto ebirala ebigenda okwongerayo okutuuka waggulu nti KCCA ye ttiimu gy'ogenda obeeramu okuba season emu nga walaba gy'olunjogi ageze ku national team akimekinze n'abeera ku first 11 so naffe ebyo ebirooto bye tulina nti ogenda ku KCCA olina ogenda ku national team ova ku national team ogende Europe so kati bye ebirooto naffe bye tulina nti tuli wano ku KCCA naye yegenda otuyamba tukole ki
okweyongerako naye nga ogire sootya nga tonneeyongerako
nze ngenda kukugambira wano mu studio era ngenda kukugamba nga ndi live nti eri mugarafi gye mbadde era mbadde nga mpola nnyo okulaba nga neeyongera waggulu so sigenda kulekerawo okukola KCCA size gitoola kuwabula nzize gyongerako ekyo kyekisuubizo kyenyinza okusuubiza.
Wow, mwena muwulidde Sharif Sengende ebigambo bye kati tugende wa Isa KCCFC oyogedde nti kiba kirooto oyagala ogyongerako oyagala ogira nga egenda mu maaso club erina ebikopo ogimanyi 13 byali 10 bya Uganda Cup n'ebirala wamu KCC otuuse ozze nga tonnalowooza ku birooto by'olina ebinene ogire sootya oba kikyoyinza okusuubiza abantu abalaba ku byoyinza ogyongerako.
Yo KCCA erina ebikopo bingi naye etutte ebbanga ddene nga tekola ki nga tewangula kikopo kati yensonga lwaki ndi wano nzize size kulootera wano kuba olwedde
ebirooto bibadde naye ogambye ekirooto kyabaddewo kiweddewo nga tose kuloota
esawa y'okwebaka yaweddewo dda kaisawa yakukola kitegeera kati KCC size girooteramu abulanye oyinza
by the way these two players are also KCCA licensed coaches currently. I hope we can have some of those pictures for Sharif and Issa Mubiru because now they took part of the before we unveiled them they have been at the football club and we made sure that before we unveil them they are licensed KCCA holders and I'll let you know that the pair Sharif Sengendo and Issa Mubiru are KCCA holders. We'll be able to see some of those pictures later on in the show. Naye, as we continue with the duo, I'm really liking
ebirooto. Maybe kyensobola okubuuza Issa, tulaba abazannyi abamu abasinga we bava mu clubs ennene ne beeyunga ku clubs endala tebateekawo maanyi balinga abatuuse nti mbaddeko mu club ennene so nze mu club endala ennene so si kyamaanyi nnyo osanga nti abazannyi kati nga abavudde mu clubs entono ne bajja mu KCCA be bateekawo okulwana n'amaanyi oli experienced player kyekyenjawulo kyolowooza kyogenda okuteekawo obutalaga nti otuuse oba munange goyinza okuba nga otuuse okuba nga oyinza KCCA.
Just KCCA njagala libe ekkubo lyange erintuusa ku kiki njagala ensonga kuba nsaze kulootera wano nina okulootera ewalala wano nzize kukola kitegeera nzize kukola kugattako si kutoolako kitegeera era omuntu waba asuubira mbu nvudde mu ttiimu nnene munja kujja eno ndirakisinga nedda si bwe kiri nzivudde eri nga nkola neno nzize kukola ki kukola kulaba nga KCCA ekola ki yeeyongera mu maaso wabula tedda wansi kitegeera kuba yensonga lwaki ndiwa wano
amaanyi mangi nze ekikopo twakitutte dda
Sharif, competition at KCCAFC. We all know how there's so much competition at KCCAFC. Position mwozanya mulimu abasambi abalala gwe ng'omusambi osobola otya okwesitula okusooka kulaba nti club ogyongerako naye okulaba nga naawe obeera mu kisaawe kubanga competition weeresegeeza olina okukola ennyo okulaba nga obeera mu kisaawe.
Era nga sinajja wabaddeyo competition naye era nabo abasambi babeera mu kisaawe era bakola okulaba nga babeera mu kisaawe. So tekigenda kwawukanako nange nti competition egimanyi weeri naye ndi ready okukola okulaba nga nange mbeera mu kisaawe nansamba.
Okay. Isa, competition number 3 muli tulinamu Kiza Mustafa basamba tulinamu Achai Haba tulina kati Isa Mubiru waliwo abavubuka bamu Soko Academy nawo bakuba 3 eyo gikukola tulina ba Rogers Atube James Mubezi so kyetugereza kugamba nti competition eyo ekuyambye okulaba nga gwe osula club naye nawe wamu okwesitulamu omusambi kulaba nga obeera musaawe.
Nze sitya competition kuba ne gyembadde ne wabaddeyo competition ate kyobamanya abo bonna bonna boyogedde basambi balungi naye bagamba togeraageranya mpologoma ku muntu kitegeera eyinza okuba nze ndi mpologoma kitegeera
nga balibo bantu
kitegeera
nemwe abalabi amanyi bamugawulira
naye abalabi basiko bagenda bongere ku comments ku social media
amaanyi ganjawulo
batubulire ku kyebalooza ku bana abavubuka ababiri
nga balabi bagenda ku social media. Patrick, we're going to quickly run through the social media the responses from our people on social media then tukomeye otumalize n'abavubuka bano. And then on Twitter, as we prepare to unveil new players live on the KCCFC TV show this evening, what do you make of KCCFC's transfer business so far? I would like KCCFC to sign Zaga from Chitara. This is Haxi Graphics. Okay. Mbangire Moses Agambi, as long as unveiling is for Shabana and Ukani. Okay. Adonis Light said it last season, saying it again, you need a solid 6 and the coach knows where his ball playing, controlling 6. Okay, that is Adonis Light. Omlangira soon Agambi, I would like KCCFC to sign Kenneth Semakula and also Brighton Ukani. That's what I need from this transfer window. Kels Emma, it's good for the future. Med Villa says you can unveil, but at the end of the day, Villa will. Med Villa. Okay. Jamba Brave says so far so good. Badman Chatter says bring in more ball playing players like Katenga. Godfrey Triahewa says please bring for us a solid defender. And then Ash K says we want Kachanchu, please. Uncensored Folk says we want Kankonde back. Where did he go? And then Jim Tech says Masavu, and then finally Ash K says, not really, use some unsportsmanlike language. So on Facebook?
We have Granite Sams Aruku who says, the best announcement should be the signing of Patrick Kakande and tying down Shaban and Gabriel, the Brazilian magician. Gordon Watson says, with those 3 additions already, plus the breaking news in Shaban deal, so far, so good. Yiga Livingston says, give Shaban Jagason a contract of 3 years. Dear Coach Magero Moses. Give Shaban. Then Sambe says, fair and impactful. Michael Kakande says, we need Shaban to sign for like 3 years and please bring back Bright and Ukani. Then finally, Matt Martinez says, hashtag KCCFC TV. I like the direction, young and talented players, and I like the fact that they are being handed long-term contracts. So far, so good.
Well, thank you very much for participating in our poll question and always using that hashtag KCCFC TV on our social media handles on Facebook and X. As we wind up with these gentlemen, Sharif ne Isa, mugenda tunula straight mu kamera eyo buli omu awe abawagizi obubaka abawagizi basponsa balina kukwata ku club eno baagala okumanya basambi bano betuleese balina kyanjawulo kikati mubazima amaanyi kubanga nga woogambye sebadde eruddewo okuwangula ku kikopo myaka ati gigenderedde so ebaleese kuwangula nakwongera ku nsamba yaayo Sharif ng'otunula mu straight mu kamera then Isa then tugalewo show
sigenda kwawukanako nga muganda wange Isa tuze kuwangula kuba KCC club nene tuze kuwangula era kyekituleese era tubasuubiza nti tugenda kuwaayo buli kimu ekyetaagisa okulaba nga timu tugyongerako wabula tetugitoolako.
Wow, Isa ng'otunule mu kamera eyo.
Ekituufu kiri nti nze ndi musajja muwanguzi era nzize kutwala bikopo. Nasembayo okuwangula nawangula ddabo kati njagala neera kuddamu kuwangula ddabo. Nze mbasuubiza era kijja kuba nze kyekirooto kyange kyendeese wano. Kuwangula ddabo.
Mukyewuliriddeko nti bazze kuwangula era nti bakozi. I have very interesting memories of this gentleman, Sharif. If you watched that game last season between KCCA and Gaddafi, very interesting scenes. Patrick, I hope just don't talk about the KCCA TV show, please. But at least if you watch that, if you didn't watch it, go to the club's YouTube channel. But away from that, as we wind this up, birthdays. This week, Thursday, 27th of June, we celebrated Osama Arafat's birthday. And there is the picture. So happy birthday, Osama Arafat, once again here from the KCCA TV show. We also celebrated a birthday yesterday, and that was Mutebi, that goalkeeper, Mutebi. And he also celebrated his birthday. So happy birthday, Mutebi, that young goalkeeper. If you remember that goalkeeper that played against Abu Salim in Chitende when we hosted Abu Salim in Cup. And also next week on Wednesday, 3rd July, we have a birthday of that gentleman standing on my immediate right, Patrick Ocheng. So happy birthday from the KCCAFC TV show, Patrick. Can we have that shot of Patrick, Mr. Producer? And as we do wind this up, and well,
are you just singing for me?
Sorry?
Are you just singing for me?
We will sing for you next week on Sunday. And that is the Uganda Premier League best 11, and you can see Shaban Muhammad in there, obviously the smartest dressed individual. Most of you are calling for his contract renewal. We'll definitely come back here and tell you when there's a development in terms of that player, and that those are the rest of the players that made the best 11. So it's a wrap from all of us that makes sure this show runs every week, Sunday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Thank you very much for tuning in, and you have the confirmation in there. Sharif Sengendo, Issa Mubiru, latest additions at KCCA Football Club, and they will definitely be your players come next season 2024-2025. 3 years for Sharif Sengendo, 2 years for Issa Mubiru, and they say they have come to work. Bazekola. It's a wrap from all of us. Have a good night, have a fantastic new week, and hopefully next week we could have a new signing joining the football club once again. Have a good night and bye-bye.